Hello, we are back. It is another Win Daily show. My name is Michael Raziel. I got my man Mitchell Tennis with me, and we are looking ahead to the 7:31 MLB slate. I know we're all probably watching it right now, the 7:30 slate, because why the heck not? Hope you're watching basketball too. But if you want to come hang out with us, why the heck not? We're here. You might as well enjoy yourself a little bit. Mitchell, how you doing tonight, man?
Good. We got more than one sport now, and it feels like we're kind of getting back to normal. So there's no complaints here.
Kind of getting back to normal. About 20 minutes ago, I was just on with our hockey dudes talking about the slate for this weekend because we got a bunch of hockey this weekend too. So you're up in Minnesota. I'm sure you're pretty friggin' excited for that.
Oh
But
yeah. Oh
once
yeah.
Saturday comes, we have sports from 12 to about like 1 o'clock in the morning, all these different sports, all these different times. And I cannot wait. It's going to be like we are back to normal. But we are looking at the MLB slate, as I said, for 7:31. And Mitchell, I guess it's really just that one slate because we have some real pitchers again. So
Yeah.
I'm very excited. We got what do we have here? A 9-game slate, 12-game slate. So it's going to be nice. It's going to be packed. You can get a little different. You can do some weird things. Of course, the Marlins still not playing. The Phillies still not playing. The Nationals won't be playing, and neither will the Blue Jays. So there's still going to have you're still going to have to pay attention to who's in, who's out, and what we're doing there. But it's still like it's going to be a lot of fun. So let's hop into pitchers as we always do. Mitchell, who are you looking at, especially in this top tier, this 10K, this 9K and above range? A couple guys that you're really liking in their matchups.
Yeah. I mean, Blake Snell up at the top at facing Baltimore. Always be picking on Baltimore this year. Trevor Bauer against Detroit at 10-5 also has looked very good, and he's one of the guys in the league that kind of has a pitch limit that's above a lot. I mean,
Yeah.
it's not it's not rare for Bauer to see 115
Hmm.
like some guys. So I like him because he's got an extended leash most of the time, and against Detroit, that's a lot of K upside there. Clevenger, I mean, obviously is watching the Twins games tonight, Minnesota homer, but man, the Twins look ugly against Bieber. So Clevenger at 10-5, I wouldn't be opposed to either. The only one I'd be kind of Xing off here would probably be you, Darvish.
Yeah, especially he was supposed to start today, but that Cubs Cincinnati game did get postponed. I don't think that's going to do too much, especially this early in the season, but it really shouldn't be that big a deal. Hopping down the list a little bit here. So we see, Sean Manaea against Seattle. Again, we're picking on Baltimore all season. They keep scoring runs. Seattle
Yeah,
definitely is not scoring nearly as many runs as Baltimore is, and they strike out at a ridiculous rate. Sean Manaea might be an interesting play there. I mean, Lance McCullers, I don't know if anybody else out there heard, but Mike Trout has left the team. His wife is about to have a baby, so we'll see what happens there, exactly when he comes back. Obviously, it's not going to be for tomorrow night, so I wouldn't mind having a couple shares of Lance McCullers. But diving a little bit deeper down here, are there any of these, more value plays? If you're going to play Blake Snell, it's going to be hard to get another one of these top guys in here. So are there any of these guys that you're paying down for a little bit? Like maybe Rick Porcello, who got minus 11.5 points last time out. How many shares? No, I'm kidding. Dallas Keuchel, you watched him against your Twins.
oh yeah.
It was a good one. Kansas City's not quite the same team. So who are you looking for in this pay down spot that, again, can save you some money so you can build those stacks that you're looking for?
Yeah, I don't mind. I don't mind Keuchel. He looked really good against the Twins. Twins always struggle against soft pitching for the most part. But other than that, I like Garrett Richards. Some facing Colorado. Oh, they're in Colorado. I read that backwards. I like him less now.
Yeah.
That's my bad. I read it backwards. I was like, not in Colorado. I like that. But uh, I like Keuchel. Um, I don't really love this lower pitching. I mean,
Mhm.
you Alex Cobb looked good. I mean,
Yeah.
at 4K against Tampa. I want to keep trying to get attack Tampa a little bit. They have a lot of strikeout upside, but they also have a lot of their hitters are contact hitters.
Mhm. Yeah.
And
Yeah.
without Meadows, I wanna. I mean, I wouldn't mind that at 4K min price for a guy that just scored 23 points against
Yeah.
Boston. Not that their lineup's outstanding, but them and the Rays, I would say have a pretty even balanced lineup.
Yeah, and maybe you're not playing Alex Cobb in cash games. Maybe that's a little bit more of
No,
a
no, no,
GPP play.
definitely
But
not.
no, I mean it is a good point, as you said. I mean, you can get him at $4,000, even if he goes out there and scores you 15 or 16 points. He's smashing value for you. So I mean, at that point, again, if you're going to pay up for a Blake Snell or a Trevor Bauer or a Clevenger, you're paying 10K more. You pay 4K for another pitcher. You can pretty much go out there and do whatever the heck you want at that point. So it's
Yeah.
definitely going to be pretty interesting. So moving on to some of these games. So we have Boston in New York. We have the Mets in Atlanta. Looks like there might be a little bit of rain there, so watch out for that one. Cincinnati and Detroit. Cincinnati has looked absolutely fantastic this year. That offense, when Mike Moustakas especially, he was out for a couple games because he was a little sick. Turns out he wasn't positive for COVID, so it's a whole thing. He was a little pissed off about it. Again, it's a pretty big slate, which is a lot of fun. Arizona, the Dodgers in Arizona, so that's going to be a lot of fun. That ball is going to be flying out of the park, I'm
Oh
hoping.
yeah.
So let's just look at a couple different stacks here, man. What's one stack that you're really looking to make tomorrow? Really one team you're looking to build around?
I'm looking at Texas a little bit in San Francisco, facing Logan Webb. I like their lefties here. I'll
Hmm.
roll Gallo, uh, Willie
Yeah.
Calhoun, and Shin-Soo Choo would the most likely be my stack from the Rangers.
Hmm.
Moving down, the Yankees are facing the Boston.
Yes.
I don't know, bullpen.
Train wreck. Let's just call it a train wreck because it's absolutely
Yeah, I don't
terrible,
know.
man.
Yeah.
It's so bad.
So the Yankees they're going to be popular again. I know. So I was looking at some of my lineups earlier, and they hit 25, 28% in a lot of my
Hmm.
lineups tonight for ownership. So I don't think that's going to change. And then I'm probably going to attack my Twins a little bit with Cleveland. Uh, the pricing for Cleveland was really weird tonight. Like Carlos
Hmm.
Santana, I think was 3,500.
Really?
Lindor dropped to like 43 or something like that. Yeah, that was for tonight, but yeah,
Hmm.
still Santana's 3,900. Um, Lindor's only 44. So I mean, they got these guys priced pretty decent.
You said Cleveland. I
So
clicked Minnesota. Sorry. There we go.
yeah,
There we
yeah.
go.
So
Figured
I'd
it out.
Santana, Cesar Hernandez, Jose, and then Francisco would be the ones that I am looking at. The Cleveland outfielders strike out a ton.
Hmm.
So
Yeah.
I'm gonna those would be the four Cleveland guys that I'd roll with.
All right. And what about it? I mean, I know, our friend over here, Brian at Two Lock Sports, he has a way of life of saying always stack the Dodgers. Obviously, they're pretty damn expensive. I mean, those top three guys well over, I mean, Betts and Clevenger or Bellinger, there we go, way over 5K. You got Turner over 5,000. He's been one of the best this year. Max Muncy's been fantastic. I mean, is there a way that you can maybe see, a Dodger stack, especially in Arizona, with we know, the ball's gonna be flying a little bit further?
Yeah, I mean you can always roll a Dodger stack in situations. I don't know that they'll be popular tomorrow, but I like to pick the cheaper guys from the Dodgers that make the lineup
Hmm.
because that lineup's always got potential. It's just, hey, man, I hope Kike or Pollock is up when it's second and third, one out.
Hmm. Yep.
That's kind of where I go with the Dodgers on most nights. I mean, obviously Bellinger bats can rake the ball out of the yard any pitch, anytime. So that's the thing with the Dodgers. You can always stack them because they always got. I mean, the raw power on that team is unreal.
It is unreal. And yeah, I don't think Betts or Bellinger has a dinger yet this year, which is a little
No,
weird. But I'm confident something's gonna happen. Arizona, while everyone always forgets, we talk about Colorado and how much the ball flies there. Arizona's the second highest in elevation. So the ball always loves to fly there as well. Offense is always a lot of fun. Any other games that you're paying attention to? I mean, it's a very big slate. We don't need to go over the whole thing. Again, we're just here to give people a nice, solid overview, who the pitchers we're looking at, where can we pay up, where can we pay down. Same thing with the stacks. Is there any other games that you're looking at, Mitchell?
yeah, I mean, I'll take Atlanta against Porcello. It's pretty tough. Atlanta, I mean, they look like they're starting to find it. I think they
Yep.
had 4 runs already tonight too. So
Yeah,
I
poor
would
Porcello
stack.
looked so bad, dude. It was awful. Oh my god, he
He,
looked so bad.
I don't understand him because then the next game he he goes in stretches. He'll
Mhm.
go with an ERA of 1 for 4 games and have 7 strikeouts a game, and then it's 4 games where he gives up 4 bombs. But yeah, the Braves are pretty high priced, all of them, all the
Mhm.
way through though. Actually,
Yeah, actually, the whole way down. Even Travis d'Arnaud sitting at 4,300. So I think DraftKings was thinking the same thing you were.
oh
Let's
yeah,
pick on Rick Porcello because he's terrible. So it might be a little difficult. Obviously, a Yankee
yeah,
stack is going to be a little bit hard because Boston's pitching staff is so terrible. Atlanta stack going to be a little bit hard. But as you said, hey, maybe we can grab some of those cheap Dodgers. Maybe we can grab a little bit of, who are we looking at? Texas. That was a pretty interesting one. I don't think too many people are going to be headed that way. And I think, man, why not grab some of those Cleveland Indians and see what happens there? So I think that there's definitely some ways that you can go about this. Maybe you can grab a couple guys from the Yankees and then pay way down for some of those other, a couple of those Dodgers or something. But I think there's some going to be some fun ways tomorrow. I love how big this one is. Again, watch out for some rain. There's a couple games that are already
yep.
looking like they might get rained out. Obviously, one got rained out today, 7:30. But hey,
I do have
weather
one
changes.
more.
Talk to me, buddy. Let's go.
Cubs against Pittsburgh. They're
Yeah.
actually they're actually really good price. I mean, you got Hayward at 31, Happ 35, Schwarber 44, Bryant's 47. Rizzo came down to 46 for some reason.
Mhm.
I mean, if Kipnis plays a lefty against a righty at
Yeah,
2,900,
that's not bad.
so yeah, this is the Cubs is probably the last act that I'll say. But now that I look at it, it might be my favorite.
I love it. I love it. Save the best for last, right? Nico Horner, you can grab him at
Yeah, yeah,
2,800. I think he just hit a dinger the other day. So
yeah.
Almora Jr. hasn't really done too much. Souza, we forgot about him. He used to hit some bombs. I mean, you can grab him
Oh
at
yeah.
2,100 bucks. I mean, that's not too bad. So
No,
definitely
that's
some plays there too. I like that. I'm glad you saved the best for last, man. Yeah, that's very, very impressive on your part. So that is what we're here to do. Again, you're gonna probably pay out for one of those pitchers if you want to get real crazy with it. Go down and grab Alex Cobb at 4K. Don't do too many lineups of that. But no, it's gonna
no.
be a fun night. I think you can grab at least one share. Just give me one share of Alex Cobb, Mitchell. That's all I'm asking for. But no,
Oh, I
check out
will.
Blake Snell against Baltimore. I'm sure he's gonna strike out a lot of dudes there. Clevenger against Minnesota. Minnesota has looked good and bad. I wouldn't be surprised if they look good just because they're weird like that. Lance McCullers looked awesome the last time out, so definitely curious about that. I think we're both, and please, I don't want to talk for you, but I'm pretty sure we're both fading Rick Porcello. You can correct me if I'm wrong there, but
Oh, yeah.
it's an
No way.
interesting slate. It's an interesting slate to say the least. Maybe a little Dallas Keuchel as well, which will be kind of fun. He looked great his first start. So, Mitchell, appreciate the hell out of you as always, bud. We're about to hop on to another one to talk some NBA, but first, where can everyone find you on the internet?
Mitchell 101 on Twitter, THOENN1, and then on Instagram, just Mitchell Tennis, THOENNES.
And you always forget about the Discord, man. People can find you in the Discord all day, all night over here at Win Daily
Ah,
Sports. Come on,
yeah,
man. You'll get it the next time. You'll get it the next time.
yeah,
Over here at Win Daily
yeah.
Sports, obviously, come hang out. You get all the articles, you get all the projection models for basketball, for baseball, for hockey, for soccer, for literally everything NASCAR. We give it to all of you for 20 bucks. Hop into the expert chat, ask us about your bets, ask us about your lineups. You can do all of that. It's a lot of fun too, just kind of hanging out in there with the guys and just shooting the shit every once in a while is not too bad too. So you can find me at Michael Raziel1. Obviously, make sure to follow us at Win Daily Sports. And for everybody over here, from Mitchell, myself, and the whole Win Daily Sports family, we all hope you make it a very profitable night.